Welcome back to GVTV. Good job for watching us on your own time. But if you did so by skipping the assembly, shame on you. Anyways, my name is Will Sommerfeld. And I'm Josh Kepke. Let's get started with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We don't have too many announcements for you this week, but let's start with the first feature. Remember when teacher protests happened like a month ago? Oh yeah, what was up with that? Let's send it to Kai to tell us more.
On March 20th, hundreds of teachers from across Colorado rallied at Capitol to protest cuts to the public school funding. With $1.2 billion state budget shortage, teachers demanded lawmakers to protect classrooms, not reduce resources.
I also feel like our weights department will be a part of our school that will go with budget cuts, and it's a big, like, our weights program is like a big step in building young kids, and I know it helped me become comfortable in my high school career, and I feel like everybody else needs it.
I'm concerned of a couple classes and programs being cut just due to the upcoming budget cuts and the way that our school works and the money that we may or may not have due to Trump's executive order that was signed in March. I feel very good about my education right now. I'm very fortunate to go to the Cherry Creek School District since we're very heavily funded and we have a lot of great opportunities such as CCIC.
So the message I want to send is our students matter, our children matter, and the state of our democracy depends on our ability to give our students a strong foundational education.
I feel very lucky to have teachers that care as much as I do. I mean, I'm a huge advocate. I go to protests quite often. Like I went to one last Saturday, and I feel very supported and helped when teachers are standing up for me, and they're mainly standing up for themselves because it's their schools, their money to spend. Like they need it, and I feel it's very empowering.
Districts shut down as teachers called out to make their voices heard. As discussions continue, Colorado teachers are standing firm for students nationwide. This is Kai reporting for Grandview TV.
That's some really great insight into what might be happening with Colorado education. You know what else was a while ago that we need to recap on? What might that be? Prom. Oh yeah, let's send it to Sam and Maddie to tell us more.
Prom was 3 weeks ago, and now that students have had time to let it sink in, they have a lot to say of how it went.
My experience at prom was super fun, super memorable. It's kind of a night you look forward to, like, I don't know, at least for me, like all my childhood, just watching Disney Channel growing up. Prom was like always a highlight, and so that'll be something I remember, and it was super great.
It was really fun. I liked everything. The setup at prom was cool. I liked the location. I liked how it was at the Broncos Stadium. And yeah.
I would say it was really fun. Like the atmosphere was good. They did a great job on decorations, and everyone seemed to have a good time.
I think Grandview, there wasn't too much I feel like they could have done better. I think all the decorations at the dance were like amazing. Whoever designed those was a genius, and I liked all the things they gave you, and I think it was really great. I don't have too much I don't have anything bad to say about it.
I think they can do a better job at creating more of a presence for everybody, like a sense of community for the school, but that's about it.
Let's just say that, honestly nothing. I think that Grandview did a really good job. The dance was great. I think people had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Maybe leadership will take this feedback and make it better next year. This is Sam and Maddie signing off.
Remember that next week is AP exams as well as seniors last week. Make sure to charge and update your school computer and know when all of your AP exams are. The AP exam schedule is on College Board on your AP Classroom page. Next up, we have our last feature of the week. Let's send it to Livy to tell us more about AP testing.
With AP tests approaching, many students have positives and negatives with what they think about AP tests.
This year I take AP Studio, which is an AP art class, and then last year I took AP Lang, which is an AP English class.
No, I don't take any AP classes currently, but I did take AP Human Geography last year.
Yes, I take 4. I take AP Environmental Science, AP US, AP Gov, and AP Lang.
I really enjoyed it. I feel like it was worth the time and effort that was put into it because I ended up getting college credit from those classes.
Honestly, I think it was a really cool experience. I think it was definitely a lot of work though, and a lot harder than like any history classes I've ever had to take. But I think it was overall like a really cool experience, and it was really worth it because I did well on the AP test.
I think they're important, especially if you're trying to go to a good college, especially if money's an issue when you're thinking about college, because it takes a lot of courses away. But they're difficult and they're not that fun, so it's really just looking into the future for if you want to do them.
I'd say the amount of schoolwork that goes into it, it's very draining and time consuming, but if you put in the work, then you end up getting credit.
A lot more of like interaction with the classmates, a lot more interactive teachers, because usually when taking an AP class, the teacher knows a lot about the content and actually likes what they're teaching, but I don't like how difficult they are. The AP tests suck and it's a lot of homework and it's a lot to do. So
Lots of students think AP classes are beneficial, but studying for them can be challenging.
I'm pretty stressed out. There's a lot of things going on. We call it AP season, which is starting right now. So we're studying for every single test at the same time. They're all basically in the same week. So it's like back-to-back 3-hour tests on a daily basis. So pretty stressful.
The teacher gave us like a review packet, so I just reviewed kind of all the course content. I think people who take AP classes like are usually like know the risks and usually like are prepared to take that AP test, and I think like I said, like studying is super key to taking the AP test. Yeah.
There can be many benefits to taking AP classes and studying for them. This is Livy, signing off for GVTV.
You got any AP tests next week, Will? I do. I have AP statistics.
Oh yeah, lucky. I have so many.
Let's hop into sports and finish up the announcements for April. Girls are Wow. Off the rip. Not even two words in, bro. Come on, lock in.
Girls lacrosse is in action tonight at Legacy Stadium at 6 p.m. taking on Denver East.
Girls tennis have their regionals in Centennial Park in Greeley tomorrow, Friday and Saturday.
Baseball is on the road at Smoky Hill Thursday at 4:15.
Girls soccer senior night is at Legacy Stadium against Regis at 6 p.m. Check out GVTV for the live stream.
Friday, track and field has an invite at Pueblo at Dutch Clark Stadium all day.
Girls lacrosse will compete for the Predators Cup against Cherokee Trail at Legacy, 6 p.m. That will be live streamed on GVTV.
Saturday, track and field will be in action for the Stutler Twilight at Stutler Bowl.
Baseball has their senior day here at the Den against Smoky Hill.
Boys volleyball regionals are seeded today and will be played Saturday.
Check out Grandview TV and GHS Athletics on Instagram and Twitter for postseason updates for all Grandview sports.
Moving to next week, Monday is an off day,
while Tuesday sees baseball in action at Cherry Creek taking on the Bruins at 4:15. That will be live streamed on GVTV.
Doesn't say that.
But I will be live streaming it. Sure. They didn't put that in there. You're still making announcements for you too. I need lock.
That's going to wrap it up for this week's announcements.
We're still making announcements for 2 more weeks, so don't forget to tune in.
See you next week.
We are one pack. Go Wolves!